Welcome to the Podunk Polymath, a podcast dedicated to the sentiments of a secular, sarcastic, screwed-up Southern SJW and skeptic. I'm your host, Chris. Come on in. This is episode 3 of the Podunk Polymath Podcast. Still stumbling on polymath for some reason. Welcome, and I'm glad you're still here. So, for my pre-ramble, there's something that just popped up in the news that I wanted to briefly discuss. But first, a little housekeeping. I have hit 70 likes on Facebook, but I want more. I'd like to get to at least 100 by the next episode. So if you want to tell any of your friends about the Facebook page, the podcast, and my wonderful, soothing, beautiful voice, and the content which blows everybody away, please go ahead and do so. I would greatly appreciate it. Now for the pre-ramble. Colin Kaepernick, who is a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, refused to stand up for the national anthem at a game, 49ers game this week. And I have to say that I completely agree, which is probably no surprise to anybody that knows me at all. Let me go ahead and read his statement. I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color, Kaepernick told NFL media in an exclusive interview after the game. To me, this is bigger than football, and it would be selfish on my part to look the other way. There are bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder. And the 49ers said, the national anthem is and always will be a special part of the pregame ceremony. It is an opportunity to honor our country and reflect on the great liberties we are afforded as its citizens. In respecting such American principles as freedom of religion and freedom of expression, we recognize the right of an individual to choose and participate or not in our celebration of the national anthem. The coach, Chip Kelly, told reporters it's his right as a citizen and it's not my right to tell him not to do something. And the NFL released a statement, said players are encouraged but not required to stand during the playing of the national anthem. So at least the NFL is like, hey man, he's got the right to do it, so I'm glad of that. They're not like really coming down on him. But the whole thing is, of course, this is all intertwined with the Black Lives Movement, the revealing of cops treating black offenders brutally. Trayvon Martin, the kid that was killed, the 12-year-old kid, which for some reason I can't remember his name off the top of my head, Tamir Rice, that's it. And there's lots of other examples. And of course this has been going on, as I've said, forever, but it's just now that people have cameras on their phones, and cops are starting to carry cameras, which sometimes mysteriously don't work or are, broke when this shit happened. But I'm glad that he stood up and said this. Now, he's going to take some flack for this, and I know that, and I think that's great that he's willing to forego that kind of money for this kind of thing, because sometimes you got to make sacrifices. Now, granted, he's a rich guy. He's not going to suffer as much as somebody, say, who isn't as rich and can probably get away with more and have better lawyers. That's true, and I understand that. But still, it's good to have this kind of example that people are starting to wake up and see what's going on here, and it's starting to kind of become more prevalent in the nation's consciousness, and I think that's extremely important. We have to have a conversation about this. The only thing I don't like, the only thing that has always upset me is the fact that we need to have an honest conversation, and we don't seem to be able to do that in this country. We refuse to sit down and have some sort of truth or reconciliation thing like South Africa had, and just sit and talk and be honest and say what people are afraid of. And let's get down to the nitty-gritty of this shit, instead of letting the politicians dictate who we should be afraid of and who we should fear. And then maybe we can start realizing, hey, wait, the real enemies here are the oligarchs and not each other, the other poor people. So that's just my take on it. I respect Colin for what he did, and I hope more athletes follow suit, or more people who, prominent people of whatever stripe, whether they be actors, actresses, or politicians, whoever. I hope they stand up more to do this. I also wanted to mention that I got a new microphone, the ATR 2100, made by Audio Technica, and hopefully that will improve my quality. Got a pop filter, a windscreen, and a stand. So hopefully this will improve the quality of the show, because it was getting old with that raggedy-ass USB Logitech headset I had. So I hope you enjoy my voice even more than you already do. So anyway, that's it for my little ramble this week. I'm going to go ahead and throw you over to the interview, which should be very interesting this week. I have a certain HNIC that y'all may be familiar with. So stay tuned for that.
Looking for something new and exciting, or maybe just a change from the old Atheist Show format? Cellar Door Skeptics Podcast provides listeners with hours of enjoyment each week on Spreaker and iTunes. Check us out as we talk politics, religion, science, reviews of books and music, along with the occasional interview just for a twist. Join Christopher Tanner and Chris Hanna every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern as they bring fresh content to you. Walk with us through the cellar door as we help you prepare for the revolution. You can find us on Spreaker, iTunes, YouTube, and even on Facebook.
Hey everybody, this is Andrew Garber from the Atheist Roundtable Podcast. Find the Atheist Roundtable on Blog Talk Radio, or you can find the fan page for the Atheist Roundtable on Facebook. I'm here to tell you about the most amazing event coming to us in 2017. It's going to happen on April 21st and 22nd. It's going to happen at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Hickory, North Carolina, and it is ReasonCon 3. ReasonCon is the most amazing event that you will ever see. It is so freaking awesome. Already, we have amazing speakers lined up for ReasonCon 3, like Lawrence Krauss, Matt Dillahunty, Aaron Raw, and Callie Wright will all be at ReasonCon 3. So many more people will be there. Just go to reasonnc.com so that you can be the first to know when people are added to that roster. Every year, ReasonCon is the time when you can meet some of your favorite podcasters, and I can guarantee you that ReasonCon 3 will be no exception to that. I can almost guarantee that people like the Atheist Avengers will be there, that Promoting Secular Feminism will be there, that that No Religion Required will be there, that the Barroom Atheist will be there, the Atheist Roundtable, that's me, I'll definitely be there, and I know that so many more podcasters that you know and love are going to come back to ReasonCon 3. In the past, we've had amazing podcasters that I'm sure are all going to come back and be part of this amazing event. Go to reasonnc.com to make sure that you can find out when your favorite podcaster gets on that roster. Again, ReasonCon 3, April 21st and 22nd of 2017 at the Crown Plaza Hotel in Hickory, North Carolina. You are going to love it. So get your information, because you can't get tickets yet. Get it. Go to reasonnc.com. Make sure you sign up for all the information as it comes your way. I'll see you there.
Welcome to another iteration of the Palaver here in the Podunk Polymath Podcast. With me this week is a gentleman that needs no introduction because he's every fucking where in the podcast community, it seems. He is the HNIC over at Angry Black Rant, Ishmael Brown.
What up, what up? How's it going, homie?
How's it going, man? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be finally, on the Podunk Polymath. And just so everyone knows, you were the first guest when I started my show back up. I took kind of a hiatus for a month, and then when I started it back up, you were the first person I went out to talk to, and it was definitely, I was glad I did so.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. And I'm glad to have you on. We had some hiccups, some miscommunications. It's all good, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. It was all my fault. So I'll take the blame on that. That's fine.
Okay, good. Finally.
I wanted to have you on because I wanted to talk a bit about, now this show is more geared towards, like I said in the past, social justice issues, I guess you could say. I'm a filthy SJW, apparently, so.
Ditto, same here, proud card-carrying member. Social justice, fuck you, warrior.
So, I kind of wanted to have you on because I know you spoke on the last episode of Bi Skeptical about these sort of issues in the BLM, and I think it was a specific topic on that show. It was a report that came out of Baltimore. About the police brutality in Baltimore.
About how it was insane about how bad that DOJ thing came out talking about Baltimore, and it made it seem like, I mean, I'm not surprised. I think almost every police, I was going to say station, but police, I don't know, maybe station is good enough. Police,
precinct.
What am I trying to say?
I don't know. Police precinct. I don't know.
I guess police precinct. How they treat the citizens that they are supposedly there to protect and serve, and it just came out and it was disgusting. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I think I wanted to talk about that, but more specifically about why the fuck is this? Why is it that it seems like so many police officers are like this? Why are they so antagonistic towards black people and don't afford the same respect, or I don't know, I guess respect's the right word, as they do towards white people? And it's almost like it's institutional, like it's been ingrained into people.
You just said it. It's an institutional thing. It's a systematic thing. To me, and I'm not, I'll just tell you my take. I find it to be institutionalized and systematic racism, but also it's the type of people that they recruit. I mean, the type of cops that recruit. I'm actually putting out a show where I just recently talked to a cop from Chicago, and she's a cop in Chicago, and I swore I said to her, "Oh, you must not be a cop anymore," because she was being brutally honest, and she just talked about the type of people that become cops. And she said it's people who felt powerless, who felt bullied, who feel the need to become a bully. And that's what I feel what's going on. And then you couple that with systematic racism. And by systematic racism, it's so much more than this. But all I need to do just to get on that one layer is the war on drugs. That's systematic racism, because it's like, oh, the war on drugs. It's go after blacks and Hispanics, and they are drug dealers, and this is and they are your enemy, and we need quotas, and we need you to bring as many people in, so you need to harass black people. You need to go in the black community and harass. I mean, it's literally that simple. I mean, if we can just stop the war on drugs, and if we can actually try and figure out what's the main thing we need to do to prevent crime, you wouldn't focus so much on just blacks and Hispanics, because as studies have shown, white people do drugs as much as black people. And a few studies even show white people do it more than black people. So then why the fuck are you only arresting black people? What's going on? Okay. And why do you hate the community you're policing? Why is there such hatred? Why do you find 12-year-old boys a threat to the point where a 12-year-old boy is in the park and he has a toy gun and he's dead because he's a threat? You know what I mean? Anyway, I can go for days. Sorry.
No, and you're completely right. But I wanted to mention that a source book for this episode, if you like to read books, should be The New Jim Crow. That is
yes, Michelle Alexander.
That is an excellent book.
Such a powerful book. Yes.
It really goes into the heart of why this is. Why are we hugely disproportionately imprisoning black people for crimes and arresting them for crimes that they wouldn't generally do with white people? And this is kind of what I wanted to get. I think it's not only systemic and institutional. I think it's societal. And this goes all the way back to the slavery days, to be honest with you. And there was an article I read, I can't remember what it was called. It was in the Atlantic, and I'm having a brain fart right now, but it's why do the white people shout Trump or something like that.
something I'm paraphrasing, but it goes all the way back to me. We have to take it back to slavery and white people, poor white people especially, being natural allies, or of poor blacks, and slaves, because they had the same interest in kind of overthrowing, the wealthy, and that, of course, that's a timeless struggle,
Yeah.
Rich and the poor, the powerful and the powerless.
Exactly. But you would think that, but then you realize, especially with the Republican Party, and even Obama said, they cling to guns. I think they said guns, gays, and immigration or something like that. So the powerful, those who actually, I wouldn't say elected Trump, those who are actually a part of the Republican Party has been pitting the poor, uneducated white people against minorities by just saying they're coming after you, they're coming after your guns, they're gays, and I honestly think that's what made Trump, because so poor, uneducated white people vote Republican, even though that party could give a fuck about poor, uneducated white people. And that's why Trump's main base is poor, uneducated white people, because they finally realized, fuck the Republican Party. I mean, they obviously don't want to vote Democrat, and they obviously don't want to vote Clinton, which I totally understand, because fuck Clinton. She's as much as a Reagan Democrat as anyone, So, but yeah, I mean, the poor and uneducated should be with minorities. I mean, because the majority of the minorities are poor and uneducated, and we should feel together we need to be represented, but they have laced racism within that community. And obviously that community probably was racist in general, but they made their party just the party of racism, the party of blacks and Latinos, and now Arab terrorists are coming for you. So that's why there's no connection, and there should be.
Well, the connection, like I said, was broken way back then when they found out, they can get together and overthrow us. Mm-hmm. They started hiring poor whites to be overseers, and gave them a little power over the slaves, and they were trying to break them apart.
Yeah, they made them cops. They made them slave catchers.
Right.
Go catch them slaves, you ignorant, poor white people. Go catch them slaves. And then when slavery was abolished, the reason why you guys are getting fucked is because of the slaves. It's because of the slaves. They were free, and now they're taking on your fucking jobs. I mean, it's so obvious. It's like depressing. Like, how is this still going on now? But because it's just baked into our society, really.
Exactly. It's baked into our society. You've hit the nail on the head there. It's hard to overcome something that's been going on for this long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ingrained in the essence of our country, the way it was built. It was built on the backs of slaves. It was built on racism. Mm-hmm. And what do? I mean, it's almost like you have to fucking destroy the whole fucking thing and start all over again, almost.
I know. I mean, because something as simple as Black Lives Matter, who was saying, please don't kill us. And Black Lives Matter actually also sticks up for white people killed by cops, but we don't hear about that. So as Black Lives Matter is an insult to poor white people. And I say poor white people because that's who really gets offended. I mean, wealthy white people also, but they could give a fuck. It's really poor white people who fuel the anti-Black Lives Matter movement. And you want to tell them, baby, we're talking about cops who mistreat you too. They mistreat you too. And we're going to stick up for you too. But once race comes into it, it's just like, okay, we're going to get hate from poor white people. And even if I don't know, this country just broken down by race. So you'll always find the most vocal people who are against something that has to do with minorities, poor white people, which is sad because it's like we are in the same rung. We should be coming together and being like, fuck the majority, fuck society. Like, and poor white people have Trump now, but he's just fueling that racism and that bigotry and that anti-Islam shit. So he's not doing any good either. So
yeah, but he's a product of this whole thing that we've been talking about that's been going on for the beginning of the fucking country. I mean, and of course the Republican Party has been warped beyond recognition because, of course, it used to be the party of Lincoln, that freed the slaves. Now they want to try to use, no, you don't get to use that anymore.
Yeah, I mean, once Nixon did the whole Southern strategy and was like, hey, we can get racist people. We can get racist people to back us. There used to be Democrats out here, but we can be racist and get this Southern strategy. The Southern strategy was basically, don't you hate black people? Oh, okay, vote for us then. And now it caught up to them. I mean, it caught up to them to the point where religious people are voting for Trump, who clearly isn't religious. And they could give a fuck if he's religious. They don't care if he's religious or not. He hates who we hate. So fuck Huckabee, fuck Cruz, fuck everyone who touts religion, who is religious, who, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh, but he's a racist, and we love him because he's more outwardly racist than any of you other candidates. And that's pretty much how we got Trump.
Yeah, I mean, hell, the Republican switch went on really after the Civil Rights Act way back in '60. Was it?
Yeah, exactly. That's when it happened. Yeah, Southern strategy.
LBJ said that he's like, I'm going to lose the South. The Democrats are going to lose the South for a couple generations. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be longer than that, it looks like, because of the Civil Rights Act. And they flipped every one of them. All the Dixiecrats flipped Republican after that.
Yeah, pretty much. And Clinton won him back because Clinton was basically like, he may not, I think he had a bunch of dog whistles. He may not have said fuck black people, but he was definitely pro-crime and pro, let's lock these people up. He motherfucking suspended his campaign to go give the death penalty, to go watch the death penalty of a guy who was mentally, retarded. And yeah, the guy was mentally, I guess, retarded or disabled because of the crime, because he was shot in the head, I think, and it made him mental. But he wanted to be like, hey, look, I'm totally like a Republican. Oh, and guess what? Let's lock up more black people. Hillary Clinton's like, yeah, let's lock up more black people. They're super predators. And they're like, oh, F welfare. And I mean, Clinton basically came on and was basically a Republican. He was a Republican. He hated black people and social issues. I mean, he did DOMA. You know what I mean? Defensive Marriage Act. So he won back Democrats because he basically was a Republican, which is why I hate Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that's, without going too far afield on that, I exactly agree. It was Democratic Leadership Council that started all that shit with the right word trend or whatever, because they said, hey, we can't win any fucking elections since Carter. Interestingly, Carter won the South, I think, and that was the last time that
yeah, you're right.
A real Democrat, actually. I don't consider fucking Clinton a real Democrat as far as I'm concerned.
No, not at all. He's a Republican to me, if you ask me.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just bizarre the way this whole thing has worked out.
Yeah, and I gotta say, in the black community, motherfuckers piss me the fuck off because, Clinton went on Arsenio Hall and played the sax. So everyone's like, oh, he's the first black president. Fuck you. He's the first black president. That's something that is prevalent in the black community, or at least was before Obama. Clinton's the first black president. And then, after he leaves his presidency, he moves to Harlem. Oh, he's definitely black. Motherfucker, do you know what he did? He hated us. He kicked us in the teeth. He stomped on us. But people aren't looking at things. They just see the optics of it. You know what I mean? So they think, oh yeah, Clinton's totally badass and he represents black people. No, not even a little bit.
No, and it's not any different than any other section that's not very educated.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Poor whites see, oh, we can like George W. We can have a beer with W or whatever,
Exactly. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, like how I started off saying, poor white people vote Republican, even though it does not support them at all. And there was this great video. I think the woman, I need to, just out of respect, learn her name. And I think she did it to Bill Maher, but she went to like the poorest county in the nation. And these were the literal toothless, like homeless type of county. You know what I mean? And they were just like, F Obama, I'm voting Republican. And she just asked, like, why, like, how is your vote benefiting you? And they had nothing to say. It was just like, well, we're not socialists. I'm like, wait, but you're homeless right now, or you're living in this hut and you have no health care and you have no, and they're just like, well, whatever, like it'll work out eventually. And it's like, gee, I mean, talk about voting against your, it was a tough watch, even as a Democrat, even as a black person, to watch poor people in dire circumstance just proudly talk about what they like, voting for people who have hurt them their whole lives because it was a red state. And she just acts like, well, then why do you keep voting Republican? It's clearly not benefiting you. And they just was like, and the guy kind of paused and he was like, well, eventually it'll probably help. And they were adamant about not voting Democrat. And it's like, geez, like what? Like, it's depressing. It's really depressing to see these people.
I think I know actually what you're talking. It was Pelosi's daughter, Alexandra Pelosi. I think her name
is that her name? The brunette. She's a brunette with glasses.
I don't know. Was this a recent thing or?
Within the year, I believe.
Because I saw something.
She's done a couple videos on Bill Maher.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay, go ahead.
Pelosi's daughter. She did one called Right.
Wait, it's actually Pelosi?
Yeah, it's... Yeah,
really?
it's
Pelosi. Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she did a thing called Right States Feeling Wronged, I believe it was. And I think maybe the one you're talking about, maybe she did another one where she went down to the South and talked to people and asked them why they voted, what would they vote for Obama? And this one redneck dude just said, I ain't voting for no nigger. He just straight up said it and shit. So, I mean, trust me, come down to the South and you'll see that kind of shit. I mean,
no, thank you. No, thank you. I get enough subtle racism in New England, and it's not known to be a racist place, but New England's racist as fuck. I don't need that outwardly, that racism in your face, fuck you nigger shit. I rather not deal with that.
Some black folk are like, hey, I'd rather live in the South because at least they tell you can tell that they're racist because they don't have any problem telling your ass.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't know. That's true. Yeah, I know plenty of black people who say that, but nah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I wouldn't advise trying that shit. Because it is really pervasive still here, and some of it's coded, and of course they replace thugs with, black criminals and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, thug is now nigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously.
So.
Okay, it might be, Alexandra Pelosi, I just looked it up, and it's called Shockingly Stupid Republicans, What's the Matter with Mississippi?
Is that a new?
Okay.
She did a new one. I need to check that out because she did one a couple of years ago called "Right America Feeling Wronged."
Oh, okay. This one's called "What's the Matter with Mississippi?"
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and it's Bill Maher noted on his show. I think that's what it is. So anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to check that. That's a new one. So everybody needs to go. I might link that in the show notes actually.
Okay. Do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, I mean if you can.
If I can. Do you mean send an email or a text? No, I can't.
All right, smart ass.
No, you're the smart ass.
Well, yeah, you're goddamn right I am. But
anyway,
when we're talking about the roots of this whole fucking thing, it just really brings me back to the whole idea of separating people out. And I think Bernie had a problem because Bernie was all about the rich and the poor, the wealth gap growing in this country. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning, he didn't quite, I don't think he quite got the dynamics of the BLM movement. Because you remember he had a rally and BLM showed up, and he's, instead of a certain person whose name rhymes with bitchin', Clinton,
Oh, I was Hitchens? Hitchens was there?
I'm sorry.
Did he arise from the grave? Hitchens is back? Wait, what?
That was bad. That wasn't even good. I'll take responsibility. That's a bad joke. But
nah, I'm just being it. Hey, you're talking to an asshole, so expect you to always be misunderstood.
I know, but he actually took steps to try to integrate that into his message or whatever. I mean, he hired that lady that spokesman for his campaign or whatever. I forgot her name.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Well, when he had the rally and the BLM people showed up to kind of crash the party or whatever. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, those two black women who were like, give me the microphone, you old white Jew.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
And Hillary Clinton was like, get out of here, and security, and they kicked him out. But anyway, go ahead.
That's my whole point. That's one of the reasons why I can't stand Clinton for numerous reasons, but that's another fucking show.
Oh, yes. and let's have a show about Clinton, because fuck her.
Oh, I'm going.
Fuck her. She's going to be the president because clearly Trump doesn't want to be, and he's sabotaging his whole shit. But I want a fuck Hillary Clinton show, please.
It's forthcoming. I got somebody who really doesn't like it.
Okay, good.
And it's kind of almost a rebuttal a bit to another person I heard on a podcast practically kissing Clinton's ass.
Whoa! Tell me, give me their name, because I'm gonna prank call them. Is it crank?
I don't know. It's a certain
prank
person.
Call those assholes. Oh wait, is it someone that I like?
Yeah.
Is it Noah Illusions? Don't tell me it's Noah.
It's not Noah. It's somebody related to Noah. Or I mean.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't Eli or the Con Disc voice. Okay, fuck them too. Hey, you guys, you hear me?
He went on, and I understand what he's saying. I'm just calling him out a little bit, only because he seemed a little too effusive in his praise for Clinton. Okay, now it's one thing to say, okay, I'm
Don't you praise Clinton? You can praise voting for her, but do not pretend she's like this great person. She's a piece of shit across the board, and you can just say, hey, she ain't Trump. I mean, I literally think that's the only thing you can say about Clinton. Hey, is she Trump? No? Okay. You want Supreme Court justices that are not going to overturn some shit and probably will help us on some, bullshit? Okay, but anybody praising Clinton, I want to fight him. So give me if anybody praise Clinton, give me their name, whether it be Eli, whether it be fucking Tom or Cecil. I'm willing to fuck up some atheists right now. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
It was Eli and Thomas from. Just so you know, it's too late now.
Thomas is just anti-Trump. You bring up Trump's presidency and he vomits, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah, no, Thomas Smith from atheistically speaking.
Oh, Thomas Smith. Ooh, see, he actually lives in California. Listen. I don't want to beat him up. He's a nice guy. I would feel like such a bully. And I got bullied when I was a kid. I don't want to smack the shit out of Thomas Smith. But if he's pro-Hillary, I may have to I may have to prank call him a few times and ask if he has Prince Albert in a can or some shit like that. But other than that, I'm not going to touch him physically.
No, that's good. That's very kind of you. I'm sure he appreciates that.
Yeah, but if it was like No Illusions, because he's a smart guy and he's smarter than me, I would like to fight that type of guy. I like fighting guys smarter than me. Thomas Smith, not to say he's not smarter than me, but he's just such a nice guy. But No Illusions, I love him too, but I wouldn't feel too bad if I gut checked him a couple times. Anyway, go ahead. I'm totally off tangent. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're off on a tangent. To finish it out for you, I didn't even tell you what show it was on. It was on the Gaytheist Manifesto. Okay, the Gaytheist Manifesto.
Oh, it was Callie Wright. Okay, see, I can't. Callie Wright is my internet wife, so I can't even touch that. If it had to do with Callie Wright, okay, my bad. Whatever she said is truth. It's gospel.
Well, I know. It was, they were on there talking about why they were voting for Trump.
You're totally setting me up.
I'm not setting you up.
Come on. Why are you setting me up? Callie, come on.
See, I was working my way up.
Okay, my bad.
I was just speaking about him specifically because he seemed a bit too effusive. I understand Eli. Eli seemed a bit too effusive.
Oh, okay. I got to listen to Eli on Callie's show then because Eli, I'll fuck him up bad. I hate Israel. Israel treats Palestine like dog shit, so I got no problem being an anti-Semite all day.
Oh, I'm glad we got that on.
Right? I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Go listen to it. But this completely off topic. We know about Hillary. Okay, whatever, that's fine. But Bernie tried to actually incorporate this stuff and the message of Black Lives Matter into his campaign was my point. And that's what we're going to have to do. There has to be, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if you saw Bernie, there's a map that came out. He's starting up offices to continue the struggle throughout the country. I don't know what this entails. I actually shared it. Yeah, I shared it on my I shared it on my show page, Facebook page too. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it's a map and it shows you different locations of where it's this thing where it's basically continuing the same ideas that Bernie was saying during his campaign. So, and this is the kind of thing that Obama said he was going to do, if you recall, when he got elected. Oh yeah, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep the grassroots thing going. He never fucking did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't buy into Obama. Like, I'm such a cynic. Like, okay, Obama's cool, and I wanted the first black president, but everything he said, I'm like, no, I'm not that impressed. And obviously, he came off as a centrist who propagated Bush shit as far as his foreign policy, and so that's interesting. I didn't know that he reneged on his bullshit propositions.
That's just
what'd you call him, a nig? Hey, only I can say he reneged. He reneged.
He did a lot of stuff, and of course, there's always the excuse. Well, it's different when you actually get in office. You see the kind of responsibilities you have.
Yeah, but Bush is obvious. I mean, Obama is funny. I called him Bush because he is Bush. I mean, he's a centrist. He's not a liberal. Clinton's definitely not a liberal. We don't have liberals. This is the funny thing. We don't have liberals. We have to slowly allow, as far as Democrats, we just have to vote for people who pretend to be liberals, but in reality are not liberals. I mean, Obama wasn't pro-gay marriage, and he had to do that because that's where the country is, and that's depressing. The fact that Obama's like, oh no, marriage is between a man and a woman. Now we're finally at a place, which is so absurd when you think about it. We're finally here where Hillary can say, oh no, marriage is between man, women, man, women. Like, it really took us this long. And I even laughed when we made this huge deal. I watch Rachel Maddow. I'm a big MSNBC fan, right? So I watch Hardball. I watch Morning Joe. And everybody's like, oh my God, the first woman elected to a main party, not elected as president. And then you break down, oh wait, but there are like every other country has already had women leaders. We have had Margaret Thatcher. We have had, like, in America is so behind. We swear we are so progressive, or at least we are so ahead of everyone. We are so fucking behind. We are so behind. We think we're special. That's why when they talk about American exception and we're this great nation, We finally have a woman elected to not president, but to a major party. Like, how disgusting is that when you think about that? But then when you think about when women had the right to vote, and then when you think about when we were lynching people when other countries were not doing that. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, lynching's cool. Oh, no, lynching laws? No. We don't need that. We don't need that. Oh, do women have the right to vote? Okay, no. We don't need that. I mean, we're a piece of shit country. And we need to fucking realize that. We are a piece of shit country who hurts blacks, women, and everyone else who's not a white man. Because we held slavery for so long, and then we have justified it since then, I think that is what has held us back. Because unlike the Holocaust, where there was Nuremberg, when there was like, you have to own up to what you did, and Germany has made up for itself since then, America has never, ever apologized for slavery. We just kind of find a way to be like, well, you know, it's wrong. We let the slaves go 40 acres in a mule, even though we didn't give them 40 acres of a fucking mule. But when you think about it, it's like, Jesus, we have never owned up. So I think that's where we started dragging our feet from the beginning. Anyway, sorry for the rant.
No, but you brought it right back around to the whole root.
Oh, did I was not consciously trying. I was just talking out my ass the whole time.
You're fucking rambling. I know. But thankfully, you brought it back to the whole idea of the roots of the problem and what we can do to try to solve it, which is another point of my show, incidentally. What are solutions to try to figure out what the fuck we can, if not that we would ever fucking do it, but what could we do to try to figure out what the fuck, how can we try to at least solve the situation, to try to start on a road towards some sort of healing? And one of the things, of course, Ta-Nehisi Coates is one of my new heroes or whatever.
I love him. That is my dude. I have been told I write like him, and I know it was just somebody trying to flatter me, but that's my dude. Well, but I write better than him. They were flattering me, but was a little short because they should have said I was better than him. Because I'm better than Ta-Nehisi Coates. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I'm sure he'll be glad to hear that when he...
Hey, he can't... Hey, if you want to fight me... That's what it always boils down to. Like, I may not be able to write better than him, but if I saw him in a dark alley, who's going to walk out? Me.
Oh, God. All right, man. It's you. You're right.
Women writers, too. Okay. If you think you're better than me, I'll say, well, if we ended up meeting in the dark alley, let me stop.
I was going to say, what if you saw...
what if I saw you in the alley? You're dead.
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
You're dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to come. Do you know that? Do you know that quote?
Yes, I know.
Of course you do. That's why I like you. So many people don't know. Okay, so you do know the Untouchables. Thank you.
The Untouchables, that's what it is. No, I've seen. It's been a long time since I've seen. But you brought that quote up before on some.
Did I?
Yeah, you did. I remember.
Okay. I'm mad. I want his family dead. You sounded so disappointed. You're like, yeah, you brought that up before.
I need original shit on my show. I don't need you keep rehashing the same shit over and over again.
I've been original up until that point. Beating up Ta-Nehisi Coates, that's original. Because I like that dude. That's brand new. And Ta-Nehisi, if you're listening, don't meet me in the alley, homeboy, because I'm going to get you.
Anyway, he did a whole article about reparations or whatever.
Oh yeah. He focuses on reparations. Rightly so, by the way.
And
I've talked about that.
Interesting. If anybody hasn't read, but I don't know why you hadn't, because it's very controversial, of course. The white tears that were shed were enough to fucking flood the goddamn earth, like the goddamn, flooding the Bible.
Like Noah? Like Noah?
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay, I was trying to help you out because you look like you were struggling.
No, I was doing the long game. I knew that was
okay. My bad then.
But yeah, I mean, if South Africa did Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Now, I don't know if there's pros and cons against that kind of approach. Because some people are like, well, you let people off the hook. I mean, they admitted what they did, and they had to do a certain amount. I don't remember exactly what the punishment was. But
not to mention Native Americans in this country.
Oh, Jesus.
Who get sovereign rights in this country, who allow them to have casinos and get checks for just being Native American. I grew up in Providence, Rhode Island, right? I mean, I grew up in New York, but I also grew up in Providence. And being Native American on some level, you got to check. You got to motherfucking check. And I don't know if that was right. I don't think it necessarily benefited people, but it was very different for a black person to see someone who was also black, who was like, oh, I'm like 1/4 Native American. Okay, thank you for my check. And every other black person like, wait, what's going on? Checks being handed out, 40 acres in a mule? Wait, what? Wait, like, huh? So, yeah, it was kind of weird.
That's the same deal like trying to pit the oppressed against each other, though. Don't be mad at the people collecting the checks. Be mad at the people giving out the fucking checks.
I was a young, black, ignorant boy who did not. I had no problem. Who am I going to be mad at? I had to be mad at the people across from me who was getting that money, and that's why I robbed them. That's why I put the gun in their mouth and shut them. Okay. I'm just joking. Hey, there are no deaths in my vicinity as a youth, so I'm just talking bullshit.
That they caught you on.
I didn't kill anybody. All
right, well, I mean, it's on you. I just don't want
except Tanahashi Coates.
Okay, you'll get him later.
He's actually dead, and I'm just wearing his skin right now.
You've got some issues that you need to fucking confront.
You know. Well, hey, if anyone knows I got issues, you know I got issues. So I got no problem telling everybody I got issues. I have issues. Everybody listening, I have issues. I'm not normal.
Knowing you have a problem is the first step.
Joker is my hero. That's all you need to know.
Okay, we're going to gloss that one on over. Anyway. But yeah, solutions. I mean, and this brings it back to the whole idea of the police force. Part of the problem there is that they just... Have you ever heard of the implicit bias test or whatever, where they... to see if people are racist, but they don't even know it? Or, well, not racist necessarily, because that's a different kind, but prejudice.
No, I've actually seen if people are racist and they don't know it. I've seen A&E did this thing about that, about people being racist and not knowing it. And it had to do with like a doctor coming in, and one was white and one was black. And everyone was racist. Black people were racist.
Yeah.
White people were racist. Their fucking blood pressure went up when it was a black doctor. A doctor came in, and if the doctor touched them to get their pulse, Jesus, that shit went through the roof. Yeah, there was racism in this country. It's one of the best things I saw, because I showed all my white friends, like, look at this, see?
Well, it's because they've been telling us since the beginning, like I said again, that the black man is a criminal, is an animal.
Exactly. Is an animal. We are an animal. I mean, we are an animal. We are a threat to you.
And
we are against you. We are everything that is against the American dream. You just want to be good and want to have a great life. And then there's this vicious black man who just wants to hurt you, who just, of course. Yeah, totally.
I mean, it's just disgusting. I mean, you see some of these representations of black people from back in the day, and I listen to a podcast called The Dollop, and it's American History It's a comedy podcast, but some of that shit is just... Yeah, it's real. It's just funny. I like it.
Okay.
It's two white guys, so I don't know how funny you might think it is, But I don't know, but it's pretty funny. I don't know if you like the show Maron, or if you like Mark Maron. One of the guys writes for Mark Maron, so I don't know.
Mark Maron? I don't even know what that means.
It's
if I like the show Mark Maron, I don't even know what that means.
The name of the show is Maron. He's a white Jew guy. You like Eli, right? Okay, then you probably like him.
No, who said I like Jews? Just because I like Eli? I mean, I'm subjective about this piece. I like Seinfeld, too.
Oh, really? You like the Seinfeld? I mean, what's with you, Cracker?
Hey, back up off. Seinfeld is that shit. Do not touch Larry David or Seinfeld ever.
Larry David. Jesus.
Brilliant. Wait, what? Are you going to try and shit on Larry David?
Yeah,
Please
he's
don't.
all complete prick.
Because I will come see you. I will come see you.
No, you don't. You just said you ain't coming to the South, motherfucker.
No, when I say I will come see, that just means, okay, that's true. Because if I go to the South, I won't even make it to your house.
No, you won't.
Try to get to your house to murder you, and I'll get murdered by cops. So
Not
yeah,
where
yeah.
I am. Not where I am in like Fair. No, sir, you do not want to come there. There's like
Okay,
3 black people in that whole fucking town.
Okay, but hold on. Seinfeld's that dude. So don't shit.
Just whatever. Larry David is kind of a prick, but whatever. Usually the funny one.
What do you? Hold on. Why is Larry David a prick?
He just is. You didn't. I've heard lots of stories about Larry David.
No, he is an insecure guy who, like, to me. First of all, Seinfeld's a prick. Seinfeld was so offended by Larry King not knowing that Seinfeld actively canceled his show instead of it being canceled. Larry David would never be that way. Larry David is like this. He is the quintessential insecure Jewish guy. Like, he's so, like, insecure and, like, and like, no matter how successful he is, he feels bad about himself. And he, like, Seinfeld is the, I have a ton of sports cars and I have, like, there's nothing, like, come on. Seinfeld is the douchebag. Larry David's not the douchebag. Seinfeld's the guy who's like...
Seinfeld is him. That's him.
What?
Seinfeld is Larry David. He wrote. That's him.
No. There is a brilliant... That makes even Seinfeld even more of a douchebag because Larry David is the genius that is Seinfeld.
Okay, you're talking about
Larry David is the insecure Woody Allen type of... Like, I don't feel great about myself. My wife left me,
right.
And I'm willing to talk about it. Like, he goes on, like, what, Jay Leno or whatever the fuck, and he talks about, hey, how come your wife left you? Because she didn't want to fuck me anymore or whatever. Seinfeld would never say that. Seinfeld married a fucking teenager. He married, like, some 18-year-old girl. Seinfeld's the douchebag. Larry David is the brilliant Jewish guy who's self-deprecating, who just...
I'm sure he's a perfect person in real life. I'm not talking about his writing. I'm talking about him as a person. Okay? There's a difference.
Whatever. Everybody listening, he's wrong. Meaning you.
Of course.
You're as wrong as Seinfeld is wrong.
Well, join the fucking club. Everybody thinks I'm wrong. Anyway, I don't even know where the fuck that was going anyway.
I don't know where it was going, but don't fuck with Larry David. That's that dude.
All right.
That's that dude.
Calm your tits, man. Shit.
My tits cannot be calmed, okay? I just want you to know. That's impossible.
Anyway, the solution, or work towards a solution. What would the implicit bias, racial bias test? That's what it was. People are racist. They don't even realize it because we've been told for 400 fucking years that black people are animals, basically. And, of course, the war on drugs perpetrated it. What did you see in the 80s on TV all the time? Crack in the black neighborhoods. And, of course, you know, white people are doing cocaine in a hell of a lot more numbers. But they never said anything about that. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And heroin, of course, the heroin epidemic, that's another thing that kind of pisses me off. All of a sudden it's a problem. But you didn't say shit when it was prevalent in the black hood back in the 70s or whatever.
I know. Wasn't that great? Heroin's not a problem until it starts affecting white people. Now it's fucking dire, and we need to find a way to stop it.
So,
but I feel like I already said that.
You did. It is. I mean, I know it gets kind of repetitive and it's depressing. But
yes, my views get repetitive because white people want me to tell my black version of things.
Well, that's true.
Fuck you, white people.
That is true to an extent. I can take your side on that. But it's because a lot of white people don't know that many black people. I mean, it's strange.
Well, then fuck those white people.
Well,
fuck you, Callie and Ari, or no, it wasn't even Callie. Why am I picking on Callie? It was actually, it wasn't Callie. It was
Eli.
Alex, right?
Alex. Eli.
Who's Alex?
I don't know who the hell is Alex.
No, who's with by spectacle?
Trav? You talking about Trav?
Trav, yeah, Trav. Fuck you, Trav. Jesus, why did I... I'm sorry, Trav. I don't know why I saw you
He'll
as...
be fine. Trav's fine. He forgives quite easily, so he'll be fine.
He better, or I'll kick him in the teeth.
I've heard
kick him in the teeth type of person.
If you're a black person, you can't...
Hey, do not bring up my race, you racist bastard.
If you're a person that happens to be, I don't know, you can't go
not
anywhere.
White. If you're a person who happens to have a large penis, just put it that way.
Wait a minute. That's another thing, though. Isn't that sort of the idea of the large penis is a racial stereotype?
Yes, it is. It's very racist, but because I have a large stereotypical penis, you better just acknowledge that shit, motherfucker.
All right.
Because I'm that dude. And anybody disagreeing, come see me. Who wants to come deny that my penis isn't large? Is there anyone out there right now?
I don't know.
Because I would love to prove them wrong.
Okay.
Men or women.
All right.
You too, Trav.
I'm sure. I'm sure. He's a skeptic, so skeptics got to be convinced.
Exactly. He's a skeptic. So, hey, if you're doubting it, I'll throw it on the table, baby. I'll throw it on the table like dice. I don't know. I'm just talking nonsense.
I know. It's all good.
I'm just trying to play cool. I am totally a little dick idiot who's just trying to act like I'm anyway. Like I should go ignored.
I do want to bring out this group called Standing Up for Racial Justice. That's Sincere Kirabo. You're Dr. Conscious. I think you Doc Conscious. Is that what you called him? Yeah.
What?
Sincere Kirabo, the guy you called Doc Conscious on your last show when you were talking to Alex.
No, are you kidding me?
No, sir, I haven't.
Are you kidding me?
You sure? It's on tape, man. You can't fucking deny that shit.
I called him what? Doc Conscious?
Or something like he was a rapper. It's a rapper name because you're making fun of his name. It's fine. Everybody does. It's cool. Just admit it and we'll move on. It's okay.
I said it was MC Sincere. I thought that's what I said.
Well, whatever. It's fine. Whatever you say.
Okay. No, but hold on. Tell me about him because I don't know about him.
He's an excellent. I mean, this guy's a hell of a writer, and he's with.
Is he?
Well, go read some of his shit, and you can make your own call on it and see what.
Are you trying to? Are you trying to
being honest.
My jokes?
No.
Listen, you cannot bring up my jokes.
I can bring up your jokes because they're public domain, baby.
That is so disrespectful.
I know it's hard.
I was making fun of him, and now all of a sudden you're telling me everyone needs to see. Nah, but honestly, tell me about him. To be honest.
He's he's with the American Humanist Association. They just started
MC Sincere?
Yep.
DJ Sincere?
That's right. And they just started something called Standing Up for Racial Justice, which is basically white people getting together and supporting the Black Lives Movement, basically, is what it is. There's chapters everywhere now.
Jesus. Okay, that's what's up. I need to learn about that.
So go check it out if you're a white person, especially. And, I know some people are like, well, we got to use our privilege to fucking help people out. I mean, that's why the Humanist Association teamed up with them, because it's a humanist thing, right? I mean, we got to stand up for each other. That's the only way we're going to make this country better is if white people join in, because let's face it, white people are, well, for now, they're the majority, not much longer. They'll be overridden, but for now, we have the levers of power, and so therefore we got to add our voices to our brothers and and sisters in the black movement or whatever.
Okay.
And Hispanics and every fucking where. I mean, just equality, man. Real equality, not bullshit equality.
My bad. Okay, so I need to have DJ Conscious. Okay, my bad, DJ Conscious. I apologize for that.
Dude, I'm serious. Go read it. I love his writing because he's very.
I don't care if you're serious. Shut up.
Okay, well, I'm serious anyway, and fuck you. But I'm just telling you, you go read his shit, motherfucker. I'm not lying.
What is his actual name?
Sincere Kirabo.
Jesus, Sincere. And
he gets shit for it all the time, so don't think you original by doing that shit, by the way.
First of all, hold on. I'm not original. I am that dude. Am I not that? Are you kidding me? Listen, Sincere Kirabo. I actually had a bit of an interaction with him. And I do think he's a serious person that people need to know about. Okay, so I'll put that out there.
Oh, how generous of you.
Shut up. But if you're going to say I'm not original, motherfucker, do you know who I am?
Yeah, I do know who you are.
Well, I'm the most original motherfucker. DJ Conscious? Stop playing. Stop playing.
Go listen. I didn't make that shit up out of nowhere, man. I don't make shit up.
What?
I don't make shit up, motherfucker. I know what you said.
You don't make what up?
That you said DJ Conscious. I know what you said.
I know, and that's brilliant, what I said.
Oh, so now you're going to take ownership. Okay.
Oh, wait. DJ Conscious isn't new?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
Of course it is. The fact that you're even asking. DJ Conscious is brand new, homie.
Anyway.
DJ Conscious. No, hold on. No, don't anyway me. DJ Conscious is brand new.
Okay.
Because I was not trying to do nothing else but listening to Alex Jules, and he was talking that bullshit, and he was talking a bunch of shit.
He was.
And okay.
That was a good show, actually.
Huh?
That was actually a good show. Y'all had some great comments.
I hate you. Hey, DJ Kirabo Conscious, I apologize if I disrespected you.
Oh, no, you done fucked up now, Caribou. I didn't even think about that before. It does sound kind of like Caribou.
Yeah, that's what you said, Caribou.
No, I said Caribou.
See, you see how original I am? You don't even realize when you say shit that I peep shit that way. I'm that dude. Stop, please.
Whatever.
Please step off on me.
And DJ Conscious is an actual rapper, just so you know.
I hope there's no one named DJ Conscious.
There is. Go look it up.
If he is, hey, everybody, listeners, if there's someone called DJ Conscious, strangle him. Strangle him to death. Because he does not need to be living. Okay. There's someone called DJ Conscious.
Go look it up. It's on SoundCloud. Shit.
I will never listen to DJ Conscious. We'll just leave it at that.
Maybe I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm gonna go find the song and play it on this episode.
No, you better not play it, you piece of shit.
Anyway, maybe you can go on your next episode and find
DJ Kirabo. What up? You bum ass.
Anyway, go check out Stand Up for Racial Justice if you're interested. We're going to go ahead.
For racial justice.
That's
Is that
right.
DJ Kirabo?
He's involved with it. He promotes it. I guess he's involved.
Okay. No one's going to stand up for that.
Yeah,
so anyway, we'll just leave it at that.
Go check that shit out.
No one's going to check it out. But
plenty of white people are going to go check that out. I'm going to make sure of that shit because I'm going to put a link.
Any white people who check that out, I'm going to come slit your throat.
No, you're not. You're not going to do shit. Just quit fronting.
Okay, Doug, you have no idea. All I do is slit white people's throat.
Okay, yeah, I know.
I just keep it to myself. I just don't tell people.
I know, you're hardcore. I know. That's fine.
Don't call me hardcore, whatever. Oh, man.
Anyway,
what are we still doing talking to each other? Why are we talking to each other?
I don't.
I just want DJ Conscious to know. I hate that DJ Conscious came up in a new show. Like, I'm sure he's done. Like, he heard about DJ Conscious and now I'm putting him back.
Go hit him up. Go hit him up. I'm sure he's fun.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm gonna. Okay. Nah, you're right. You're right. I'll hit him up.
Have him on your show. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this on up. But thanks for coming on and talking to me there, Ish. I appreciate you coming on. I know you're a busy man.
Your Ish was so.
So what? So what? Just tell me.
It was so like. Okay, forget it. I don't even want to. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish it.
Tell everybody where they can find your brilliant show. Your original.
Angry Black Rant, period. From Facebook to everything else, you can find me at Angry Black Rant. Or DJ Conscious.
No.
Okay. Okay. Not DJ Conscious. But you can find me at Angry Black Rant.
Angry Black Rant.
The angriest, blackiest, rantiest person you've ever met.
Well, that's probably true, actually.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, go look him at all the podcasty places wherever you find shit, and AngryBlackRant.com and all that good stuff.
Cool, homie.
All right, man. But seriously, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for taking the time to having us talk.
All right, man. Later.
All right?
All right.
Peace. Peace.
And that'll do it for another episode of the Podunk Polymath Podcast. I want to thank Ishmael Brown from Angry Black Rant for coming on. And I should be thanking all my guests who come on. So let me backtrack and say thank you to Promoting Secular Feminism, the women over there, Amanda Wright and Misbehaving, as well as my first guest, Jeannie Eichard. I have trouble with that name for some reason. I will make it a habit from now on of thanking my guests in the conclusion. I also wanted to mention that Standing Up for Racial Justice website is www.showingupforracialjustice.org, and I'm going to read you their mission statement so you'll know what it's about real quick. It's a national network of groups and individuals organizing white people for racial justice. Through community organizing, mobilizing, and education, SURJ moves white people to act as part of a multiracial majority for justice with passion and accountability. We work to connect people across the country while supporting and collaborating with local and national racial justice organizing efforts. SURJ provides a space to build relationships, skills, and political analysis to act for change. Now, I know they joined with AHA, the American Humanist Association, as well as the Foundation Beyond Belief, I believe, has also joined with them in kind of a affiliate capacity. So if y'all are so moved, go check it out. White and black, brown, yellow, whatever you are. Go check it out. If you want to volunteer, donate, there's different chapters throughout the country. There's a chapter in Nashville, which I am getting newsletters and I probably will start donating to. So if you can, it's something that you can do, a real concrete thing that you can do to help BLM and fight for racial equality, true racial equality in this country. So thank you again for listening. If you want to check me out, you of course can go to iTunes, Stitcher, and the RSS feed, all of which the buttons are on the side of the page, which is the podunkpolymath.com. You can donate. There's a donate button there on the page, and you can also support me on Patreon for $1 or more. You can become part of the Polymath Posse, and I know you want to do that. I still haven't got a patron yet, but I'm still waiting. Maybe you can be the first one to be a patron. Wouldn't that be exciting? I might have a special gift for somebody who's the first patron. A surprise. So anyway, if you're so inclined, you don't have to, of course. It's free, whatever. I'm just saying, if you want to. So yeah, come check me out on the places I said already. And of course, like me on Facebook, like I said, the pre-ramble. Check me out on Facebook and give me some more likes. See if you can get other people to like me. That'd be great. And I'm on Twitter at Podunk Polymath. Until the next episode, y'all take it easy, okay?